Hey, Cancer. So I did this reading particularly so you can see outside. I wanted to do your reading and the Taurus reading outside, but considering the surroundings I live in, it wouldn't be the best idea. Also, welcome to the channel. I will have a whole separate video in the near future about more about me and who I am and why I call myself the contemporary mystic. And in the realm of what we'll be talking about here, the more that you stay tuned. So, yeah. I felt your and Taurus's energy really strongly together today. So if you feel the need to check out that video, the tower, right out the gate. We're just gonna stop and pause. If you felt like you've been having many tower moments, or just if you feel like you're having a tower moment this month, just know, bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords, that it's allowing you to know better. I feel like in the water sign, when water signs are in other water sign seasons, it's a comfortable place, but it can also be not as comfortable because Scorpio season makes you go deep with certain things, not just take the energy forward. The Fool. Maybe it's causing you to act on something. For a lot of you, I really feel like there's a resurgence of passion for something. Even before this reading, as I was coming into it, I feel like there's been a resurgence of passion in a specific way in your life where the tower moment is just necessary for you to keep moving with that and with that specific feeling. That's what's guiding your intuition right now, which is really helpful for you, considering you're learning about who you really are. And maybe by Aquarius season, you'll understand. This Fool moment is also maybe Mars and Aries bumping into you in a sense of like, now's the time to act. It's happening right now. Maybe even as we speak, or it's already happened, or it's about to happen. I get the feeling that it's as we speak or it's about to happen. And okay, lots of cards. Nine of Cups. So okay, let's start with Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Devil. It's possible that for so long you were only going after something for monetary values, for your security, your physical security here on earth. Though it still never left you feeling like fulfilled. There's still a feeling of crumbs. And you like to keep going. You know, like that's kind of your sign. You get stuck maybe emotionally, but physically you like to keep going. Very water, very cardinal water. And Scorpio season is having you take a look at what you're responsible for, yet how that doesn't measure up for what you're being given. And it's not about you going after those people or that this place you're at in life. That's not it at all. It's about you taking the fool's energy and using this access where Capricorn's still being in the planets that it's in right now is helpful for you. It's helpful to make you realize, and as it sits across from you, it's about to move out of Capricorn come next month. And I feel like that's what it's asking you, before these planets shift, use this power that you have from me to move forward. That power, like, to rev you up, excuse me. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Magician in reversed, and 8 of Cups. You're thinking more about that you want to be proud of yourself, and not just for you. You're thinking about what this idea of family, or idea of your like what you want to leave behind to your family. That's what I feel with this. It's what you're wanting to leave behind for them. And you feel like you want to be proud of yourself. And not because you're, leading it, not because you need that externally, I don't feel, for you right now. It's more of like, that's just where you're at in life. You're thinking about how you want to move this into your life, how you want to move this feeling of being proud into your life, and knowing that you're not going to be moving alone. But you can't deceive yourself in terms of being attached emotionally to something, because it's going to take that energy away from you. The 8 of Cups is asking you to move forward from those things. Because there may have been deceit by someone, or you just moving on from your own destructive tendency within you. Ace of Wands, 10 of Swords, King of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. As you find yourself in this new place, so moving through a lot of cards fell out. So moving through a lot this season is going to bring you that creative spark. Again, that which you now are being shown, and what you need to take the leap of, and what you need to move forward on, that isn't like just adding up for you. This Capricorn power that is behind you, unless it's also could be Capricorn life, but we'll get to that after. It's leaving you with this option. And also you learning that this power comes from the rest that you're giving yourself by leaving those things. You're giving that space to your your emotional intelligence to grow. I feel like Scorpios are very, very emotionally intelligent, and we all learn that in a certain way in Scorpio season, I feel. And for you, it's knowing that you've always had the power to shift this. And now it's just showing you, now life is just showing you, okay, these are the steps that you need to take. And the big step is what you've been learning this past year, is just like, I'm not stuck if I don't want to be. Sometimes even though you're associated with the crab and there is that soft shell inside, even through the toughest of times, like this past year has been for a lot of people, and if it has been for you, and all of us in our own way, but because you are such a naturally responsible person, for the most part, and also like to take on responsibility for other people, you're finding a passionate, productive way to put that and use that in your energy, and not in a place where you've been treated with less respect than you need to be, but you're giving yourself, and you're feeling that pride, in a sense, to not deceit yourself anymore, to really walk away from what is really necessary, who is necessary, even though you know how that makes you feel, because you're becoming responsible for this new thing, for something to unfold. And it's possibly this old mentality of possibly a father figure or a strong male figure in your life who maybe was always in lack, or stuck in lack, or stuck thinking that they have to stick something out for the money or for a certain kind of for reputation, possibly. So this season is just showing you, like, becoming very clear to you that in it, the tower moment happening, I feel like that has to do with you and with yourself. And it could be leaving job. So it could be some of you, it could be you guys leaving, moving on from a job right now. And that may seem scary, but your courage is strong. Your ability to do that now is strong. It's backed up. And this contentness that you may come across by the end of the month is deeply powerful for a Cancer and a crab within yourself and the decisions that you've made. If there is a Capricorn in your life that you are pursuing, things may work out as long as your values align. If not, then they may just be a part of who you need to walk away from. They also might, on the other end, just on the other end of things, it could be someone, maybe they're teaching you this. Maybe this person is teaching you, a Capricorn is teaching you somewhat of independence from other people's emotional baggage and how much that relieves your own. And I feel that could go either way for some of you right now. But either way, it's still you deciding and you internally making that leap first and foremost. And then creating from the place of, oh, I now get what's held this part of me back. I now get how to come back to contentness. And it's been a lot of work. I'm not saying that it hasn't. You guys are known to be hard workers. But right now it's emotional discipline, and it's not that you're not in a great place. You are. You're in this place of you're finding this new sense of passion and to really live it out. And it's beautiful. It's just getting through the first part of it. So the first part of the season could have been a whole tower moment in itself. Though it's looking bright. It's up to you. For sure. It's up to you. And I love to see it. I love to see you do your thing. Yeah. But understand why first. And really see it. Whatever's showing it to you. I thank you for being here, first and foremost. If you want to work with me further, I put information below to work with me one-on-one. evolving as we go. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's so funny, I forgot to mention this in other videos, but I have a poem for each month. Maybe that's something you want to check out, is the Scorpio season poem. I'll have a poem for each month. It's my passion. Maybe that's why. It's my passion. It's my love relationship throughout for a long time in life. And maybe some of you are poets as well. Maybe that's why I'm sharing it with you. Yeah. We'll look at the cards together and show you more of what's going on. I love you. A lot of cards fell out, so I want to give you a little aerial view first. I'm going to be showing you and moving my phone around in the future that will be a little steadier. Tower moment in the Fool, big change, maybe already happened, could have been this past weekend, or recently, or actually now it's coming to me, and by this weekend this might have turned into this already. This Mars going direct in Aries, and it's finally time for you to move on. Honestly, the Mercury retrograde could have made you move on. And you feel it now. You understand what's been shown of you, but now you get what you're made of. And this Capricorn energy is really helpful. So if you're not out now, by next month before next month would be a great time. At least emotionally invested in something. And it's a good time to always check yourself on that too. As long as it's for an exchange. You're seeing where you want to fill the rest of these cups. How you want to move on with your family matters. You feel very confident about it. You could be walking away from a Sagittarius. You could be walking away from a Capricorn. But you could also be making plans with a Capricorn. So if you are making plans with this Capricorn, be really sure about their past. Know that it's not who they are anymore. Trust them or move on from them. It could be a Sagittarius as well, or it just could show up in Sagittarius season, depending on what you're watching. An opportunity to learn from this place, no matter what it is. Maybe forgiveness. Maybe you're teaching them something about compassion. Learning from each other. And then making and having a big surgence of energy after a long time feeling stuck, feeling not alive. This person could have made you feel stuck, or they're the ones helping you move on. It could be that this is a male figure, a father figure who hasn't shown up for a long time, and now you get that it's on you to create, to do, to move forward, knowing who they are. Maybe they weren't who they said they were. I really feel that each of this will connect with someone, because there's big moves happening. You don't need to shift, like some signs, you don't need to shift internally before you shift externally, but it's starting to add up, and it may look confusing this month, honestly. Even though I said it could be this is clarifying, it's only because it's you're like readjusting into contentness. So after the new moon, there will be a contentness that falls over you, and you'll understand, or it's a deep, uncontent feeling that you've needed to feel in order to move forward. Like something needed to scare you first. So I know it feels like there's so many different options or different ways to look at this, but I do think it pertains to whoever out there. Just because this all kind of fits together anyway. And you'll understand more in Capricorn season what all of this needed you to see. So just be patient with that part. And do anything that helps regulate your emotions right now. On a day-to-day Cancer. You're amazing. So much is going to reveal itself as you go. Yeah. Emotional discipline for sure. I love you. I'll see you next month. Bye, Cancer.